This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories.
And welcome to my review to the rarest thing to happen in LEGO DC ever, and that is for us to get our first set in over half a decade that isn't based off of Batman. You heard me with that. This is literally the first set in over 5 years that isn't about Batman. Completely insane, and I literally bought the set just out of principle to LEGO, please do more of this, because I love Batman probably more than some people, but not as much as others. And I am just dying to get more non-Batman DC sets. So this is just an incredible set to get just solely for that reason. And if you're a LEGO DC fan and you're just absolutely tired of basically like the maybe 10 to 12 Batman sets we've got over the last 5 years, since there's also been like no DC sets over the last half a decade, definitely this is a way to go and tell LEGO, please make more DC sets, and this is a pretty cheap set. So going into our figures, we first have Lex Luthor, and just to mention the one big complaint I have about this set is you have a mech that has Lex Luthor and Superman in it, and he gives the mech to Superman. I don't care if Luthor has kryptonite. Superman usually fights Luthor with kryptonite and typically doesn't have some kind of mech suit. So while I do like some things about this suit a lot, it's honestly just more insane that this is the way they went. So the kryptonite here is really nice. This was introduced 13 years ago, I think, for specifically as kryptonite. It was introduced 13 years ago, but I don't know if the piece was introduced 13 years ago, but it was definitely in this color introduced 13 years ago as kryptonite. He has a kryptonite gun and kryptonite armor, and just this amazing looking Lex Luthor Lexo suit. And then we get Kal-El himself. A figure that I think would have only been made more perfect if they added the red underwear on him, or even gold, since that's what they have on the mech suit. Well, that's more supposed to be his belt, but I think honestly it would have been a little cooler if they just added the red underwear here, just to give a little more color into his suit. But yeah, this is such an incredible minifigure to have. The first Superman figure we got since, I think, 2019. As I said, yeah, it's been 5 years since the DC set. Well, that was Wonder Woman 1984. Also, it's weird that it's been 5 years since all of that's happened. And the DCU was still super prominent, and now the DCU is starting later this year. Which is probably why the reason we're actually getting a Superman set, since the DCU starts later this year. So I'm assuming we'll be getting a Superman that has obviously different torso, since he doesn't have the Superman logo, but he'll almost certainly have the exact same head, knowing LEGO. So he has these awesome laser eyes, the worst type of LEGO cloth cape, which is the single hole one. So good printing in the back, but yeah, it's just incredible to have a LEGO Superman minifigure after 6 years specifically for him. I think the last one was the minifigure series. Either that or the one in the set against Lobo, but still, I think that was 2019, so whichever one of those came out last. But yeah, 6 years with Superman minifigure. Finally, we have the mech. And, I mean, it's a mech. These are all basically the same, just with a color swap on them. The only cool thing about this is this piece. I mean, literally, this is an awesome printed Superman logo, and just looks perfect here. But besides that, this mech is, I mean, I guess it's fine. There's nothing special about it, as I said. I would have loved way more if this was a giant purple and green Lex Luthor suit. And used for him like that. But yeah, there's jet boosters in the back, sort of a cape design built into it. And you just had both ankles pop out. So yeah, I did notice this generally as a hard time standing more or less straightforward because of how the legs are built. So yeah, that's a little annoying. And you have to kind of have it leaning forward to do that. But yeah, honestly, really, that's all I have to say about it. It's a man mech build. The only one that I've really been impressed by is the Luke Skywalker one. And that's because that was just an absolutely insane concept to go and combine it with an X-Wing. But yeah, really, nothing too special about this mech. And it would have been way, way cooler if this was essentially a extension of this Lex Luthor suit where it's generally maybe a green base, some purple spread throughout, and some bright green kryptonite armor built around him. But yeah, honestly, this is really only a set worth it for the minifigures and this amazing tile print. But really, that's all I have to say. And just for the fun of it, I want to see how well this fits over a minifigure's body about if you were to put one of those neck attachment pieces. And yeah, it's way too big, but it looks kind of comedic here. Like they have a giant Superman armor on. So yeah, really all I have to say. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode of Legends and Theories.
Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.